Welcome to Celebrity Inside. In December, the freshly named aristocrat and aristocrat of Wales are occurring tour within the US, which implies they could get to pay some quality time with the Duke and Lady of Sussex. Before we continue, please support us by clicking on the subscription button and turn on the notification bell for more updates. Kate, dramatist, and aristocrat William are scheduled to attend the award ceremony for the second annual Earthshot Prize in State Capitol on December 2nd, right round the same time that Meghan Markle and aristocrat Harry will be visiting the geographic area from their place Mendocino, California. The Sussexes are scheduled to attend the Parliamentarian Fine Kennedy Human Rights (RFKHR) organization's Ripple of Hope Award Gala in New York. The couple were named this year's Ripple of Hope Award laureates in recognition of their work on racial justice, mental health, and alternative social impact initiatives through their Archwell Foundation, in line with a press release from RFKHR. Alternative honorees embrace Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The Earthshot Prize began as the way to handle the impacts of global climate change, and therefore the aristocrat and aristocrat of Wales were alleged to be at the primary Earthshot Prize Innovation Summit in September. That trip had to be cancelled following the death of Queen Elizabeth on September 8. When Elizabeth's death, Kate, William, Harry, and Meghan were all reunited within the UK as they attended her state ceremonial and alternative events encompassing the top of a awfully long era. It's not, however, confirmed that the two couples are meeting once more stateside. However, a supply told US Magazine that during ALL1AMONGST, one in every of Kate's objectives is repairing her relationship with Meghan. That reportedly off before long, when the former Suits actress joined the family. Once Kate and William's state capital plans are set in stone, she's going to extend an offering to Meghan in a bid to reunite the brothers and heal the rift, a source said. Kate is purportedly motivated by Elizabeth's death, and since she believes it's what Princess of Wales would have wanted for them. Prince Harry and Meghan are knee-deep with their feverish schedules. However, Meghan is willing to place within the effort, as long as dates don't clash, the supply added. Meghan and Harry stepped down from their roles as operating royals in 2020 and affected to California, and it caused a significant rift in the family. Meghan has been quite open in interviews and on her Spotify podcast Archetypes that the scrutiny and constant criticism from Brits press was having a awfully serious an effect on her mental health. For his or her own safety and sanity, the Sussexes had to endure. They last saw William and Kate at the funeral and can doubtless be obliged to come back to the UK over following year as King Charles are formally coronated next May. When a quick hiatus following the death of Queen Elizabeth, Meghan Markle's Spotify podcast Archetypes is back, and it's thinking huge regarding the limited word crazy. Her latest episode, titled The Coding of Crazy, and that includes interviews with Constance Wu, Jenny Slate, and Deepika Padukone, tries to get to the basis of the word. In her intro to the ep, the lady of geographical region explicit she feels pretty strongly regarding the word crazy conjointly the way that it thrown around, thus casually in relevancy girls in particular. The stigma encompassing the word, it also has this silencing impact, this effect wherever women experiencing real psychological state issues, they get scared, they keep quiet. They assign and repress for much too long, she said. Meghan then disclosed her own expertise with her mental health when years of intense scrutiny from Brits press and the way her husband, aristocrat Harry, helped her when she was at her worst point. I believe at my worst point, being finally connected to somebody that you grasp. My husband had found a referral on behalf of me to call, Meghan explained. And I noticed this woman, she didn't know I used to be even job her, and she or he was sorting out at the grocery store. I may hear the limited beep beep, and that I was like, hi, and I'm introducing myself and spoken language, I want help. And she or he could hear the dire state that I used to be in, Meghan added. But I believe it for all folks to be extremely honest regarding what it's that you just want and to not be afraid to create peace with that to enkindle it. The couple eventually stepped down from their roles as operating members of the House and affected to California, wherever they're raising their two children, Archie and Lilibet. However, tensions between Harry and his family have remained, although they looked as if it would be returning along this past September as they recovered from their loss of Queen Elizabeth. March 2021. The Sussexes conjointly spoke regarding psychological state in an interview with Oprah Winfrey. Meghan aforesaid she had loads of bother even admitting to her husband what proportion she was troubled, which she was considering ending her own life. "I was repentant to mention it at the time and ashamed to own to admit it to Harry. However, I knew that if I didn't say it then I might do it," she said. "I simply didn't need to be alive anymore. That was clear and real and horrifying and constant thought." She eventually did speak to him regarding her ideations in 2019, whereas pregnant with Archie, but they were still obliged to travel to an incident at Royal Albert Francis Charles Augustus Emmanuel Hall that evening. She admitted that each time the lights went down within the theater, she was weeping, and that why I believe thus vital for folks to recollect is you have got no plan what occurring for somebody behind closed doors. No idea, Meghan said, even those that smile and shine the brightest lights. You wish to own compassion for what it truly probably going on. The couple looks to be way happier since their move, although they need continuing to be in the prominence with varied charities and alternative projects. Like the Archetypes podcast, aristocrat Harry recently placed in a Zoom look at the Wellchild Awards, a charity he has been a patron of since 2007 that gives facilitate and support for seriously sick children. Throughout the talk, he was speaking with one younger winner regarding her service dog. Once he spoke in his family's certificatory pets. "I tell you what. We all want a dog that keeps us calm. I've got 3 during this house now, so we primarily have 5 children," Harry said. "I've got a black geographical area known as Pula, a rescue hound dog called Guy, and that we got another rescue beagle called Mia, and between the 3 of them, they charge around chasing squirrels and inflicting all varieties of issues to us each single day. However, they're conjointly emotional support dogs 100%.